dangerous. The times we're living in, guys. The times we're living in. The one thing that seems to be undeniable is that mental health issues are at an all-time high. I mean, an all-time high.
Yeah.
Fact.
So in the we have a Florida congressional candidate who is a former U.S. Marine, getting a little backlash today. I hope. I hope. Certainly thankful for those who serve, but we also know that those that serve sometimes can be put in situations that might affect them mentally. I don't know this guy's history. I don't know if he's ever been in a forward position. I just know that he is a Marine, not serving now, but I've been told that once a Marine, always a Marine. So he wants to be a Republican write-in candidate for Florida in the 5th Congressional District. He is describing himself on X is running to fix a broken political system. Certainly okay there. But he would like to restore bipartisanship. Sounds great. I would like to return to power the working class. Always be careful of that statement. Sounds good, but been used by some really bad people. All that sounds like, okay, Ray, you got, here's another outside the political system, never been a politician. Sounds like some of the things we kind of like. But then the tone goes into wacky world. When he begins to describe the president as an enemy of God, and you will hear him say he will declare that Trump is the Antichrist, and then goes further to say a false Messiah. He is your enemy, and he must be killed. Now, see right there, that's when the political campaign for our brother here kind of comes apart. And I think if you say that, you're in trouble. I don't think
you might get a knock on the door.
I don't think you can call.
Say, you're gonna get a visit.
I don't think you can call for a sitting president, call for their death, and justify it by saying that you're taking out evil, including calling him the Antichrist. Now, it's obvious this Marine, his theology is not great. I don't think he's studied end times very good. Look, there's a lot of things you can say about Trump, but Antichrist isn't one of them. As a matter of fact, there's many reasons for that. But here he is in his own words. This is we're not playing all 7 minutes. This was a 7-minute video, but we'll give you the minute that's got him in trouble. So, or hopefully in trouble. So here we go.
I joined the United States Marine Corps to defend our country against all enemies, including the enemies here at home. This principle of defending others, especially the innocent and the vulnerable, is seen in the Bible in many passages. In Esther chapter 8, verse 11, the prime minister of Persia authorized the right for Jews to defend themselves and women and children from armed attackers. In Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 13,
Nehemiah.
Builders armed themselves and were stationed for self-defense purposes, with Nehemiah stating, "Fight for your brothers, your sons, and your daughters." This biblical principle can be summarized in the following. God values life, and although self-defense is not explicitly endorsed, it is implied through these passages, and it should be used to protect the innocent and the vulnerable. Violence should never be used for evil purposes, such as vengeance or plunder. This is a message to all of God's children in our country. We must defend ourselves against all enemies. We are at war with evil. This is a war between God and the Antichrist. There is no doubt in my mind that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is the Antichrist. He is a false Messiah, and he is your enemy, and he must be killed.
Okay.
Wowzer.
Okay.
Wowzer.
All right, Dan.
Everybody.
Can we get this person to the help that he needs?
Everyone.
Can we just get him some help? We got to get a handle on him before he climbs up on top of some building with nobody looking and takes his shot. He's trained. He's a Marine. This is a dangerous person. I know that he has to get in line of all the people trying to kill Trump. Maybe he won't like standing in line, but I mean, this right here is, first of all, it's really, really horrible theology for you to think that Donald Trump meets the criteria for Antichrist. I mean, it's absurd. I mean, completely absurd. For so many reasons. But this is right up there, like our pastor said last Sunday. You people that think we're living in the millennial kingdom, have you ever read the Bible on what it will be like in the millennial kingdom? It won't be like this. There's
lots here, Rick. The U.S. Secret Service is aware of the comments made by him,
William Upham.
Yep, and they're investigating it. Also, the Marine Corps is also aware of the disturbing statement, and they wrote the comments made by Upham are a direct violation of the oath he swore to uphold.
Yep. Yes, sir.
And it's not keeping with the service's value.
No. And I've seen a lot of people that are trying to win an election, and they'll tell you that the person that is even currently representing the party they're trying to represent, we could do better. I've never heard the political strategy of my opponent is the Antichrist and must be killed. That's a new strategy. It's out there. It's a little edgy. So hopefully we will get this person in some sort of custody for questioning. I'm not sure what legal recourse you have against this kind of open, because what this is doing, because I remember, well, I have to be careful how to say this, but I know this. Okay, I'll say it this way. I know firsthand that if somebody makes a death threat against you on a social media platform, it then becomes a Fed situation because they could be rebel-rousing people against you anywhere.
Because it crosses a state line.
Yeah, now it's crossing state line, so it becomes a federal issue because on social media they could rise some killers up from anywhere, not just in your local area. So this is the kind of stuff that I'm telling you, we've got to. What's so sad is this is a typical move. If I can go a little bit serious spiritually here, this is typical of the adversary. Typical, parading himself demonically as something. When what he's talking about that you need to be concerned about is himself. He is under the oppression of the very evil he claims that is coming after you and taking that and projecting that on somebody else when they're the one that we should be concerned about. Look, you may not like President Trump. He can be bombastic. He's a New Yorker through and through. You may not like some of the things he says and all that, but can I tell you, there's a lot of things that I will say, we'll see. I can tell you just by, if you have biblical knowledge about all this, Donald Trump may be a lot of things in your mind. He's not the Antichrist. Not even close. So, for so many reasons. Wow. So that's a real story today. And as I said, a very unique political strategy.
The Marine Corps put out a statement that said, William Upham, we are aware of his statements. He was medically discharged in May of 2025.
Yeah.
And that's a direct violation of his oath, his words are.
Yeah. Wow. So he was discharged for a mental situation.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.